Welcome to Anime Unraveled. I am Rex Paget.
I am Daniel Peppers.
And I'm Tristan Morrill.
Fellas!
That was much smoother.
Fellas.
Except for the little...
The what?
My little earbud hit. But, yeah, the fellas.
Well, you already missed the fellas. Rex got me on the fellas. That way it's going to be like half good. Usually, you know, when we do fellas, it's going to be a good one. It's the lore episode we already talked about.
Yeah. But the thing is
You
that,
missed
like...
the signal. Nope. Move on.
God damn.
He has been so rude to me today.
I know. Well, you know.
The TikTok.
We gotta.
Yeah.
I'm not letting you talk. I'm cutting you off every time.
Yeah. So, we had a comment on actually that TikTok that we're talking about from an Arrow Gray, I think is how you pronounce like your name on TikTok. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate you.
we let him talk.
He's the hero that I needed because this asshole, I'm going to put my hand in his shot. This one.
It's me.
Decided that he was just going to cut me out. Cut me
no,
off.
oh no, I didn't decide that. So when I was putting together the TikTok,
It just ended up that way.
It ended up
and he
that
was like,
way.
"This is magical," so he left it.
Listen, I'll do anything for a joke.
So you made the decision.
I did. I made the
So
decision.
that I'm still right in my statement.
Well, I didn't
Yes.
do it. Well,
No, there's no well.
maliciously is questionable.
I never said maliciously. I never used that word.
Oh, that was.
He just
That
hit
was in my
shuffle
head.
on the cuts.
That's it. I just.
Yeah, you know, there's that magic shuffle button.
Could you imagine?
I would love that.
That would be amazing.
I think that would be an amazing video idea of just like I let this program randomly edit this video. I don't know what the fuck.
Just cut it into random.
I feel like it's not far off, honestly, with how AI is getting.
Well, TikTok actually has something. It's horrible. I never use it, but you can do auto cut, and so basically it will sync it with the background song. And I've done it. Like, just try it.
Yeah.
It's horrible. 'Cause it'll be like this. It'll be like I'll say what, and then it'll jump to you, and then it'll jump to you, and then it'll jump to you, and it's horrible.
Well, probably because, you know, we're not doing like any kind of music or anything. We are we're a podcast.
Yeah, and that's what it is. I think it's for more of if you're cutting to like music, or TikTok's big on TikTok dances, and I think maybe that's what that's for. But for us, where it's actually like having sentences, fucking not it. It's not it. But I definitely think the technology is going to be there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, one day.
And I'll make a YouTube video about it because that'll be fucking funny.
I will make it.
I will. But yeah, no, we let Tristan talk, man. He talks a lot. You talk a lot.
Till Peppers cuts me out.
I should just
Now
start.
watch this whole like first section. He's thinking he's gonna edit it. He's gonna be like, I'm just gonna mute him at the most random time. So you guys are gonna see my mouth moving, and he's just gonna cut my voice.
We've hung out way too much.
He's predicting my next move.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
We're here like at least every Saturday.
That's why I told Rex's dogs this morning. I was like,
Yeah.
it's almost every, like, on the same time.
They're just so excited. They're like, "Oh my God, there's these guys."
AnimeUnraveled's coming. They're
they're like,
our
hey.
biggest fans.
yeah.
That's accurate.
Accurate. But yeah, dude.
I don't know. There's Sarah, who's always in the comments saying, you know, dude
Yeah.
with the long hair is the biggest nerd. Which one of you commented back on her that day?
It was me, probably.
That was hilarious.
Yeah.
He's like, I can't really say that because, like, my manga collection.
Yeah, I mean,
I can't agree.
I would say you're the, if people came into our rooms, right, where we keep our stuff.
Yeah. Where we keep our stuff.
You know what I mean?
That sounds
So
so
dirty.
illicit.
Yeah.
I have the double-sided posters for quintessential quintuplets. Listen to me.
Brother.
Oh, what's on the other side? Oh,
So every poster, so there's two box
They're
sets.
stuck to the wall and he's not using tacks.
It's semen that I'm using. So there's two posters in those box sets.
This is a lore episode then.
This is my future child. But there's just one of the quintuplets on each side, and they cut out two of them. I forgot which two it was, and I thought, wow. Yeah, no. There's two posters per box set, so there is every single one of them, and the last one is all of them together.
Gotcha.
Never mind, they do not cut out. But yeah, have you guys ever thought about, like, if, I know none of us are really like planning on having children right now. I had this thought the other day. What if our children find this?
I mean,
Like, we're
Anime
literally,
Unraveled?
dude, if that,
I've said some wild fucking shit where I know
My boy, my
Listen.
brother in Christ. We talked about coming in a cup
I'm
for like 10 grand for like
It was
20
more than that.
minutes.
I think it was like
30 grand.
35.
Yeah, no. For
I
like 10
stand
minutes.
on it.
Yeah, I was about to say, hit me up.
I will operate exclusively on a diet of like pineapple juice and whatever increases
Whatever
production.
needs to happen.
Exactly.
But yeah, I had that thought the other day. I was like, I'm not planning on it, but I knew me growing up, and I would use anything I had to throw it back in my parents' face.
Oh, I wouldn't do
kid's-
that.
My kid's gonna be a menace.
Dude.
Anytime I say anything, he's gonna be like, "Look here, Chief. Weren't you talking about fucking putting semen on the back of a poster?"
That's when you look at him and be like, well,
I was a grown ass man.
I put semen on that poster. Grown ass man. Don't fuck tell me.
that could have been one of your siblings, but hey, you were the first one that
Yeah,
made it.
you survived.
Yeah,
Exactly.
be
You're
glad
welcome.
you're not back there with the rest.
Hey, you want to get on a wall? Weird.
Yeah, it sounds weird. Spider-Man.
That's
Anyways,
what
I
I'm
got
saying.
you.
I'm saying I'm really.
I see. It would not bother me.
I mean,
the
it's not gonna
slightest.
bother me either. But
But
Now,
I mean, like,
what would bother me is if I had a kid and like I have all this manga and stuff, and they just completely hate all of it.
you know that.
oh no,
can't
that
happen.
you drop
And-
them off at the fire station.
Yeah, then I'd be like,
And-
obviously you're not mine. Something went wrong.
You got some. Hey,
Yeah.
I have to have a conversation with your mother.
Switched at birth. It's a thing.
It does happen. Yeah, because I mean, but wouldn't that make sense though? Because doesn't a lot of kids like usually?
They're nothing like their parents. I don't
Exactly.
know, because like even though, yes, I'm super big into manga and stuff, like I still enjoy hunting and stuff.
right, which is
And
where
my
you got
dad,
that from.
yeah.
If my kid doesn't like anime and manga and he's like way into football, I'm gonna be sad.
I thought you were just gonna say way into feet, but
Oh, you know what? Also, if I see a subscription to feetfinder.com on my credit card statement, I'm gonna be pissed. Go to your room.
you don't have a room anymore. Go outside.
You animal! You're going to sleep with the cats
Yeah.
on the catio.
I'm still gonna have them motherfuckers, I'm sure.
Probably. You like cats.
I don't like. Yes, I like all animals. I have just my
He's
life.
lying.
No, I do like all animals. I like all animals.
He doesn't want to take care of all
Exactly.
animals. Responsibility.
I don't want to take care of
The cats.
the animals that I have now.
Yeah.
But my life has led me in certain directions where I have been stuck. You know?
Yeah.
I've never, ever in my
Gone out of your way to find more
Never.
responsibility.
never. I've never.
No,
I-
we did that one time.
when
we went to save the cat.
When
that
we had to
wasn't
save the cat. That
No,
was
no.
us. That was what. Hey, we searched for that responsibility.
I just no. You remember me saying this too. I was like, if I don't go looking for it, they're gonna. What if it's the cat that's here, and then I'm gonna have to hear my mother being like, "Wow, what a fucking bummer."
And then it wasn't the cat that was
Yeah,
there.
and then we saved it. I wish I would have saved that clip on that camera to my house.
God.
It's me and him right at the corner of my porch.
Right.
Yeah.
And I put
After
it down.
45 minutes, we're supposed to go to the bar. This YouTube, you haven't heard this story. Spotify, you have. So, like, I'm gonna spare the details for you guys.
Yeah, yeah.
45 minutes. We were supposed to go to the bar because I managed to convince him.
Yeah, which
Hey.
is a struggle.
Let's go to the
Because-
bar.
It's true.
Uh,
I don't
you
like
won't-
social environments.
You
Same.
won't have to drive. You won't have to pay for a single drink.
And I did not.
No. Like, I'm a man of my word. Anyways, so
The few words he gets in, you know what
yeah,
I mean?
yeah. So we go and we hear this yowling.
It was bad.
And then we go and I investigate across the street and I see two reflective beads of eyes looking at me with my camera flashlight. I'm like, cat over here.
And I said, is it an orange cat?
And I said, I can't see it, but I'll go get it.
Yeah, we got it.
We got in there. Cat let us pick it up, no problem. So it wasn't a feral cat.
No, it was cool.
It was a chill cat. Got it to the porch. He went to go get it some food. It decided it liked its hole across the street more.
And said, boop.
We set it down and it was over there again. And then me and Pep looked at one another and said,
Well, we did
we
our best.
tried.
And we went to the bar. Good times. Good times.
Even better when I was like, you leave yet? And all I got was that smoke bomb emoji and the selfie of you in bed.
Sure did. I sent him a selfie with me in bed. He was like, I'm out of here.
And I was like, proud of you.
Yeah, and yep. Hey,
We've gotten into some funny scenarios.
we have. We've lived a great life. Not that this is the end of it. It's just it's been pretty fun. But what kind of anime life you guys been living?
I decided to actually watch some anime this week. Not really this week. Work's been hell. But I did watch some anime this morning.
Ooh.
Yeah. Obviously, I was like, you know what? I don't want to get super involved in something right now that like I'm gonna like be like I can't get up from this chair until I see the next scene.
I need it.
Yeah. So I fell back on a goodie. A good. I can watch one episode because it's not like it's not spectacular, but it's not like so trash that I'm going to slit my throat at the end of it.
Fair.
It's like very mid range, and then, you know, I've talked about it. Reincarnated as a sword. So I watched episode 10.
Oh my God, there's 10 episodes.
No, there's 12.
Oh no.
And it'll probably get another season.
No.
Probably.
No.
Probably.
I don't know how, man.
I watched episode 10, and and that's pretty much how my morning went this morning. Because he texted me and he was like, "Hey, does 11 to 11:30 work for you?" And I said, "You know what? I'm nursing a migraine. I haven't blown my brains out yet. I was debating it."
Oh, fair.
Dude, all of us.
Boy, have you ever woken up first thing and the migraine you have is at the front of your head and it feels like you would rather not have brains anymore? You'll debate it for a minute.
Oh yeah.
I mean, all my stuff is in my chest. I don't know why.
I also watched some anime and got more depressed about life.
Whee!
Yay!
Well, that's what
That's
you do
not
for
what you're supposed to
entertainment.
do for with anime.
Well,
We have very differing opinions on this.
it depends on the anime you're watching. If there was a good night poon poon anime, you'd be getting the depressos.
That anime will never.
No,
get
it
made.
will never exist.
No way. I'm just thinking of some of the scenes. There's literal. Yeah. There's
Yeah.
stuff we can't talk about on YouTube in that manga. That's what I'm gonna say.
For sure. But no, I was watching Trigun the Stampede.
I've seen some.
Is the title for this Trigun the Stampede, or is it just Trigun Stampede?
It might be Stampede.
It's Trigun Stampede.
Okay, yeah, I always had the for some reason.
Yeah, I'll back that. It's Trigun Stampede. And if you remember last episode, I said I was going to do it.
And I said you wouldn't?
And I did it. I watched two
whole
episodes.
episodes. You didn't even get to Wolfwood, but
Didn't care.
I honestly, you made the best decision. I think I'm caught up. I might be one episode behind.
Right.
Doesn't even fucking matter anymore because,
Are you done? Is it happening?
dude, I don't even know what they've done. Like, I don't know how you can fuck up a series this much.
What did they do? What did they do, Rex? Tell me.
Okay, so
I love your misery.
Hang on a second. Pause. I'm
I
gonna
love
just
your misery.
pause. That's all this man has been in for the past like 8 months, and you're gonna tell him you love it?
Yeah, because I'm watching him. They say what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I'm watching his training arc right now. He's about to come back like a phoenix.
I
No,
mean,
he's not.
apparently I'm gonna have to because I have to go into work conditioning. soon.
Yeah, see, they're training him.
He's not gonna be coming back as a phoenix.
No, I'm gonna be.
I'm gonna get you an ornate cane.
You should get a cane with a sword in it.
Oh, there's an idea.
Hey, dogs won't mess with me then.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm not gonna injure anyone's dogs.
fair.
But okay, so I may have ranted about this before, but the original Trigun, you follow Vash for a while without even knowing if he actually is Vash.
Right.
And then the Gung Ho Guns eventually show up and they start hunting him.
Yep.
No, and this one, like, the Gung Ho Guns have shown up by like episode 2. You get to see Legato Blue Summers by episode 6, episode 5 maybe. And that's supposed to be like a big turning point for the series from being kind of more carefree to oh shit.
Yeah, I mean,
This one doesn't have that. Instead, it's just constant bullshit. Like,
100%.
and Vash doesn't do anything to resolve anything. Like, the most I think he's shot 6 or 7 bullets so far in the whole series.
I've seen him shoot
And
one.
wasn't one of them at like a meteor?
Not a meteor, it was a missile.
Yeah, it was missiles. Here's the thing. On your request, I did watch the original Trigun a while back.
Yeah.
So I do know. I'm a Trigun expert. Pretty much. That's what they say.
I don't know about that,
Allegedly.
Chief.
I don't.
Who's they?
Them, they,
You know,
the grand them, they. I don't know. The world, the universe.
the weebs that don't know better.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. So the one thing I will say that I really could not stand in the 2 episodes, besides most of it,
Yeah.
is
The one thing that I could not stand, besides most of it.
there's 2 things that I knew after the first episode. I was like, this is going to be a problem. Have you ever watched an episode and it felt like 7 years
Yes.
to get through the 20 minutes?
Yes.
It felt like you have had children, they went off to college, and you're still fucking trying to truck. This is what this anime felt like for me, honestly. The main 2 standouts, I hated looking at it.
I actually don't mind looking at it.
The problem with it, I thought when they did the action, like when Vash is really getting to the action, it looks good. Every other moment
is pretty trash.
It's the animation that works for action, but it doesn't work for when two characters are talking, to me.
So I feel like Vinland Saga has the same thing currently going because I watched the latest episode of that as well because I gotta. Yeah, it's my boy.
I hear you. I hear you. You and Thorfinn.
But
wait a minute. You said it's your boy, but I feel like we were talking earlier this week and you were very upset with them.
Oh, dude, I am. I fucking hate what Mappa's been doing. But also, there's a scene where Kettle comes back to the farm and they're just riding on a horse or whatever. Dude, that is like I could have done that animation.
That's like 7 Deadly Sins animation?
I mean, it's pretty bad. It's literally just like the pixels going up and down.
Did you thought you switched over to South Park for a minute? You're like, what the fuck happened?
It was close. And it's only for like a second, which they did the same thing, in the first episode when they took over Vinland Saga.
Right. Mappa. We're talking about Mappa.
When Mappa took over Vinland Saga, there's a scene where they show the ocean and it's like super bad CGI.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to be like super dark and stuff. They have like a knee-jerk reaction because they realize how shitty that looked. And literally the next immediate scene is like some of the clearest, nicest water you'll ever see animated.
They're like,
so you guys know you fucked up.
That's them being like, maybe it was so quick, no one will notice.
Do you guys think that Vinland Saga is just like a big meme for Mappa at this point?
No, because they fixed a lot of the issues that I was having as far as how they're characterizing some of the characters.
Yeah, especially
Einer.
Yeah, Einer.
Yeah. You want to know what my thought process on it is right now? I feel like Mappa picked up Vinland Saga because they knew it was like a larger IP, and then they decided maybe if we fuck this up enough, people won't keep begging us to animate shit, and we can just let Studio Wit can keep their stuff.
So there is one thing I would maybe agree with you on that, only because so you know the scene where Thorfinn is getting like basically sliced up because he was gonna be the one to let them kill him. Yeah. So you know how afterwards he has the confrontation with Snake and
I know
he like does a backflip and like a handspring to get away from him in the manga. No. In the anime, he literally just jumps back like 2 foot. They literally skimped out on making the action scene even close to as good as the manga.
Yeah.
And I was like, Mappa, what are you doing?
Well, I think, and we've talked about this. We called this. We're basically speaking of the future. I think Mappa is getting
overwhelmed.
It seems, and we're going to see more and more and more. And that's why I truthfully believe, I haven't watched this, but people that are really looking forward to One Punch Man season 3, I'd be nervous. 100%. I would be nervous.
I've been nervous about that.
See, same. But then Rex hit me with Banana Fish.
Oh yeah,
I haven't watched it yet, but he seems to be.
Not either.
Okay, well, Banana Fish has existed for a while. Yeah. Like
it's an old manga. I've read the first volume.
Oh yeah, the manga's very old, but I mean, even the anime's been out for a good while.
Right.
Like 5 years, maybe.
This is when Mappa was still hungry.
This is when Mappa was literally at their prime because this must have been right before Jujutsu. It's fucking clean. Like, you might not like the story because it has
elements that people might not like.
Yeah, there's elements that some people won't agree with. Sure. I, however, am fucking loving it because it's good. The drama's real. Like, all of the action scenes are in the best animation that you'll ever see. Like,
really?
Yeah, it's better than Jujutsu as far as animation. Like, watch episode 1. What? And you'll be like, what?
I feel like we're in a vortex. You love Jiu-Jitsu.
Dude, I still do because Jiu-Jitsu has the styling behind it as well.
There's
but
a glitch in the Matrix.
There's a glitch in the Matrix.
No.
They took him.
No.
Who are you?
Who are you?
What did you do with our friend?
Oh, no.
I don't know who I am. But no, it's just really good. The story's really interesting. Honestly, I'm surprised to get anime in the first place because the story is unlike any other anime I've ever watched.
Like I said, all I can speak on the first volume, and I'm very surprised that this story was made for an anime.
Yeah.
It's very shocking that they decided to choose it, but that's cool, though.
Yeah, it's been really good.
You got me hyped to watch it.
I'm only like 6 episodes in. I'm just like, I need to watch more. Like
dubbed or subbed?
I've been watching it subbed.
Okay.
Is it bad that after hearing about some of the flops of Studio Mappa of late, not to point fingers, Chainsaw Man.
Hey, people would argue that's the best animation.
Yeah.
Because people compare that to like Boruto, and they're like, Boruto's so shit. And I'm like,
I will say, apparently we have a correction to make in that is like some people on TikTok came up and they were like, yeah, it's actually all hand-drawn animation. Well, sir or madam.
Yeah.
if that's hand drawn,
Boy,
did
did
they
a
screw
toddler
up.
do it?
Yeah.
Did
That's tough.
They call in their 5-year-old?
It's not even like a toddler did it. So if you go back and actually watch the first episode, it's like they drew the one zombie and then just copy pasted.
100%.
Because
You will live and die on this hill with the zombies.
It might not be CGI, but it's trash.
Now, I will say that I got to like the Eternity zombie. The animation for that was a lot better.
Well, yeah, like again, after the first episode, I feel like it gets better. Almost.
I'm on like episode 7. I still gotta get completely caught up on that.
Listen,
it's still not amazing.
I read the manga.
Yeah,
That's enough for me.
I was about to say, I think the manga is probably the best path. But
It's enough for me.
Apparently,
I don't ever plan on going back.
I want to know if there's a anime that is better than the manga. Wait, actually, I know one. Never mind.
People, it might have been like the Trash Taste. One of them said something about Banana Fish.
Well, yeah, Banana Fish. Well, that's because of how dated the manga is.
What was that?
Yeah.
Still, hey, you just asked the question.
You did ask a
That's
question.
true. That's true. But Farming in Another World's another one because I went back and started watching it again because I saw
something.
I saw a scene where he got on Instagram or TikTok where he takes down a wyvern, and I'm like, how?
I need to know.
How did he do this? And I was like, oh, okay, it gets better maybe.
But the whole reason why I brought the thing is I'm kind of low-key concerned for Jujutsu season 2.
Because you think they're gonna flop it because of what their current track record is.
Current workload and track record
I think
is.
I think it's not even track record. I really think it's the workload. And
Well, yeah, but Hell's Paradise isn't even out yet, and they still got that too.
They still have that, and Hell's Paradise. People are really looking. It's a big manga.
Yeah, it's huge.
Like that's something that I'm kind of concerned with because I don't want to see Jujutsu like kind of like.
My thing is, it's weird, right? I've thought about the Mappa situation for a while.
We've talked about it
exactly, and I've just had time like really to think about it and stuff like that. And I don't know why big names are only going to Mappa, or is Mappa seeking them out? I don't know.
I'm pretty sure Mappa's seeking them out.
You think
seeking out bigger IPs?
Like, if you think about it, I'm pretty sure they do a bid process for getting the manga.
100%.
Yeah, so I'm sure they're seeking them out.
And my thing is like, when you know your workload, and maybe what it will take is for something like a Jujutsu Kaisen to bomb.
Well, the thing is, even the stuff that should be bombing because of how bad it is comparatively to their previous works, it's not. People are just like, oh yeah, this is the best.
Well, maybe not bomb in terms of numbers, but I absolutely think that they will listen if people really start calling out their animation and their flops. Like, and when I say flops, I mean like what you're talking about with the oceans. If that becomes more and more,
well, no, literally. So when that happens in Vinland Saga, you will laugh because it's only for like maybe 5 seconds. You see this like nighttime ocean that looks questionable at best.
Questionable.
Literally the next second, they're like, oh, but look at this stream that's animated to perfection.
but
like,
but look,
yeah,
shiny.
It was the biggest, like, oh, we made a mistake.
I feel like we talked about like Mappa with like probably around a year ago at this point.
And we were like, we're so hyped.
Yeah, 100%.
Boy, have the turns tabled.
But
I'm
95% certain that Peppers goes and says, watch this age really poorly. Well past Peppers, it did.
You cursed us.
Yay! I mean, but that's just logical. It doesn't matter how good you are. It doesn't matter if you have the top talent in the world when it comes to animation.
Yeah, if you're overloaded,
if you're overloaded,
trash.
Exactly. And that's with anything. You can be the best as it is, but if you just keep getting shit on and shit on and shit on and trying to hold up the boulder, it's gonna crush you.
Also, can we just talk about the fact that some fan animations now are getting out of hand?
It's a little too aggressive.
Yeah, like literally, I saw a Berserk one that I was like, motherfucker, get to work.
Hey,
what are you doing? Go to work.
Like, you could just do the whole damn thing. I will pay you.
Have you seen the one that is like Dragon Ball Z and it's like Goku and Vegeta versus Broly?
No, I haven't
Okay,
seen
so
that.
there's one, it's like it looks more Chinese in origin.
More
for the
like
animation.
Day Life of Mortal King?
No. I'll have to show you guys, but essentially, Broly ends up like breaking Chi-Chi's arms and like she passes out. And Goku going Super Saiyan is completely different. He doesn't get the spiky golden hair. He like starts like getting really mad, and he gets a tufts of fur on the tops of his hands, like the monkey
GT.
No, like Monkey King Wukong.
Oh, okay.
And then like fire comes out of his mouth, and his Super Saiyan hair is like he's got like monkey features, like canines and stuff like that, and it's like head's on fire, like Ghost Rider. It was pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I was gonna say like the guy from God of High School.
Yeah.
That's what I was, because he really started changing a little bit, right?
Are you talking about
not super,
Gene's son? So Mori.
Mori.
Yeah. So that I'm so glad you brought this up, because this is a question I was going to ask the boys. I was going to come around, we gathered together.
Yeah.
And I think we've actually talked about it before, but I really wanted to revisit it, and this seems like the perfect time, do you think, or how long, because I do think it's going to happen, but how long and what do you think are some of the first ones, or maybe we've seen it before, where older anime that don't really have, like, not a Dragon Ball, because that still is making money, and Naruto's still making money. Not that kind of stuff.
They are, but then again, Viz is putting Naruto out on YouTube, right?
Well, yeah, there you can stream it and stuff. Yeah. But
seasons 1 through 8.
Yes. When do you think they're going to take an IP like Hamtaro or something like that, and really reanimate it and bring it to their current, what I think their current demographic is, which is older generation?
Well, I don't think a Hamtaro would be the one.
I know. I was just
so
saying.
Hear me out.
Now, if they made
reanimated Yu Yu Hakusho, but more seinen than anything.
Well, you still gotta be true to the manga, is what I'm saying.
Well, you say that, but the new Trigun's not true to anything.
And it's garbage.
It's complete
That's what
shit.
I'm saying. And Trigun kind of got me thinking this, and I think that's why the question popped into my head, and I meant to bring it to you guys, is because you still have to stay true to the manga, but especially when you were talking to me when I was first dipping my toe into the pool of anime.
Pool?
Ocean of anime.
Ocean?
Yeah.
The water world of anime. But you were telling me like stories and stuff where back in the day, when their demographic is still younger, but we are getting older and growing with it.
Yeah.
They cut a lot of stuff out. Sanji with the lollipop is one that really pops into my head. And I'm not talking that as
good old poor kids.
I'm not talking that as much as like I could absolutely see a Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 0 be animated with some money behind it and a studio behind it. That's more what I'm talking about.
Dude, I would love to see that.
And like
that would be wild.
And do you think, if you guys have some good examples of that? Because I couldn't think of anything.
I mean, there's plenty of things I'd like to see reanimated. Like, one of them is actually going to happen already. I'm hoping they adjust it a bit. But Rurouni Kenshin's coming back.
Yeah.
Yep,
and if they do that right and make it more serious and perhaps cut out a few characters,
right,
it could be amazing.
And it could introduce itself to a whole different demographic generation, whatever you want to call it.
I mean, they kind of did it with Shaman King, too.
Well, yeah, but I went back and I watched the new Shaman King, and while it's good, it's nothing that I guess lives up to the manga though. Like when I first read that manga, I was just like, "This is something."
When they started doing the omnibus and I started checking it out, I was like, "Oh,
I just remember.
It's like that.
I just remember randomly finding it in ShonenJump, like when the first volume came out. I was just like, "What the fuck is this?"
I think, and I'll stand by that. I will stand by it. Is Shaman King? I think if you're talking,
is underrated.
Underrated as fuck, man. It's so good.
But yeah, I have to say though, because we didn't mention it last episode, I don't think.
Rex, what did you have to say?
Stop it! Stop. What was it, Tristan? I'll listen, buddy.
It's not like I don't need him for this. I only need you anyway.
Wow!
Oh,
cut me out!
Oh God!
I'm muted. No, so we were in the Discord, and you sent us an interesting snippet that Arakawa is coming out with another manga series.
Oh yeah, that's been in the works, but the actual first volume's about to drop next month. No, April.
English or Japan?
English.
Ooh.
Yeah, you can pre-order on RightStufAnime.com.
Hey, RightStufAnime.com.
RightStufAnime.com, our Lord and Savior.
That's the only reason that I realized it was coming out. It's just like, oh shit, they actually did start producing it, and the story sounds not actually super like crazy or anything. But I'm honestly, if you think about Full Metal Alchemist, the story basically doesn't sound crazy, but the inner workings of it is what makes it amazing.
The premise of it is not crazy, but the way that they tell the story, there's some crazy happening.
That's what I think is going to happen with it. So I'm actually really hopeful for it.
What's it called? Do you know the title?
Boy, Daemons of
it's like Daemons of the
Shadow Realm, or
yeah. Banish them to the Shadow Realm.
It's like Daemons of the Shadow Realm.
Yeah,
or something
Daemons
like that.
of the Shadow Realm.
I'll put it right here. Look at that. There it is. Hey, there it is right there.
That's the only reason we need him.
You got
that's not true.
You know what?
We need him so I can justify the fact that the new Trigun's trash.
Yeah, see?
And other things. Also, he's the only one that's actually caught up with Vinland Saga, so...
He's also the only one that does the editing.
This is true, too.
Yeah.
He's also the only one that's read some Berserk.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I've read pieces. I've been busy, okay?
You got past the Golden Age yet?
Boy, I haven't done shit. Speaking of our Lord and Savior, RightStufAnime.com.
RightStufAnime.com, their prices are amazing.
Fantastic. Get the anime membership.
Anime membership is such a good deal.
Yeah. Man, could you imagine if they reached out to us?
Man, could you imagine?
Will they ever? They know if they reach out to us, we're going to cost them more money than we'll ever gain them.
Yeah, that's right.
100%. So anyways, I'm running through my bank accounts and I'm like, okay, this is normal. Charge from RightStufAnime.com. And I'm like,
hold on a minute.
Where did this come from? Hang on a second. All the pre-orders for like January and like February have all decided to ship.
Hell yeah.
I get one box and I say, okay, this has to be everything. It was not.
It was
a second box came 4 days later.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, I don't remember ordering this.
This was in the throes of
this was I think this was when I did pre-orders back in November.
Yeah, we've all been there.
Yeah, dude, I'm still waiting for pre-orders that were supposed to come out last October that now are coming out like maybe March or April.
Are you talking about those figures?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Cowboy Bebop ones. Also, a ton of other figures.
Yeah. He went figure crazy there for a minute.
Yeah.
You know what the problem is? That when those start coming out.
Yeah.
He knows. Looking into his eyes.
I mean,
he knows.
If my refrigerator didn't just have an issue that cost me about $500, I wouldn't be too worried.
But now
the pressure's on and I'm cooking.
I'm cooking. That pressure's cooking. Oh man. Yeah, RightStufAnime.com. What the hell? Hey, hell of a place.
They partnered with Crunchyroll, and you know, it might have been one of the best decisions Crunchyroll ever made.
We haven't really seen much happen since then.
There was one big thing that happened.
Yeah.
The CEO of RightStufAnime stepped down.
Oh.
Like a month ago, I think.
Oh, wait, yeah, I remember the email.
Yeah. They sent out an email, and it was the email from the CEO, and they stepped away. And the thing about it is, though, I don't know. I don't really sound the alarm. I think that's why I didn't bring it up, and it really wasn't. Because they got their bag. Let them go retire.
No, 100%.
It's the same reason that Susan, the CEO of YouTube, stepped down.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, she stepped down, and it's like, she's been with the company for 25 years.
Yeah, might as well.
Let it go.
Be gone.
And stuff changes.
Be free.
Be free. Like times change. People change. I'm not worried about it. I'm not scared.
Spread your wings.
I'm not scared of RightStufAnime.com going out of business. They're definitely not going out of business.
No,
not with us.
Not now.
Not with us. I will carry
They have
you on my
diversified their portfolio at this point.
100%.
Thanks to Crunchyroll.
Yeah.
Like, they will be fine.
Absolutely.
Yeah, especially since now they have access to like Crunchyroll exclusives and stuff.
I do wonder if there's ever going to be like Right Stuff Anime like production mangas, because I know
Crunchyroll in France produces manga, physical manga.
I wonder if they're going to have like a special print on them.
Okay, it's funny you bring that up. I've also thought about this because I've thought about making a video about it, but I'll just bring it up here.
Technically, this is a video.
Technically,
yeah,
we're doing video now.
We're here.
Hello. So I think what could be beneficial, because I started thinking about like, why would RightStufAnime really sell to Crunchyroll? Like, what would be their end goal?
I mean,
right?
Their end goal is the fact that we just had COVID happen, and this would cover them.
It covers their production. They have more warehouse space, blah, blah, blah. But I was thinking more like grander, right? Mm-hmm. So Crunchyroll does original anime. Mm-hmm. And I don't know the inner workings of the business. I might be way off, but it's just thought I had. Just a theory is I think we might see, because Right Stuff, they don't produce manga, but they have a lot of physical, like, they push a lot of physical into America.
Yeah.
They're I would say probably the biggest online retailer for anime weeb shit. They're the biggest online
for
retailer.
sure.
Their shipping is fantastic. Their packaging, oh my god,
RightStufAnime. It could survive a bomb. Anyway,
dude, didn't you just do a video about a box you got?
Dude, that box looked like it went through Nam and back.
And volumes, perfect condition.
Good. All I saw was the thumbnail, and I'm like, did Right Stuff let this happen? And then I'm like, nah, it probably came to the post office.
And the post office had a little, if you look at that picture that I put it in the video and the thumbnail, there's a little bit that says, we received this damaged. I thought, fuck
no, you didn't.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Not our Lord and Savior, RightStufAnime.com. Could not happen. Would not happen. But my theory is, I think with the partnership with Crunchyroll, I think that you're right. I think that Crunchyroll is trying to get into the physical, not really publishing, because Right Stuff doesn't have anything to do with that, but it kind of gets their foot in the door with manga. And I do think that they are really going to push to have either Crunchyroll exclusive, like covers, maybe, or something to that effect.
I think that would be pretty expected. It's so wild to me, right? Crunchyroll. Yeah. You're probably aware, but you probably weren't like in the scene back when it was like this.
The illegal website.
Oh yeah. Crunchyroll used to be a bootleg site.
Yeah,
it was
like the Kiss Anime of the world, which poor Kiss Anime.
Rest in peace.
Salute. Crunchyroll used to be where you go to like bootleg anime and everything. Like
look at them now. Look at them now.
They are at the top.
They are the top.
Yeah.
For streaming anime legally?
It's crazy how often things like that happen. Like, originally, like, moonshiners obviously were illegal, and some of them became actual production plants.
Hey, it's if you want it enough.
Look at you, certain whiskey plants. Not going to say any names.
I'm not saying any names. I'm not calling you out. But, I mean,
But same thing, They started illegal, and eventually...
Look at them now.
Yeah.
Started from the bottom.
And now we're here.
Yeah.
Just like us.
I'm not saying crime is good. Don't do it.
Don't do crime.
Yeah, no.
Unless it's beneficial.
No, stop.
No, don't do crime. This is why we cut him out.
Yeah, this is why we cut
around him.
If it wasn't for Crunchyroll illegally bootleg streaming videos for our anime,
right,
then they would not have become a
big player.
Well, yeah, they wouldn't become a big player, but imagine if they didn't exist. I'm pretty sure either Hulu or Netflix would probably grabbed up as many titles
I doubt
as they
it.
could.
I think that the only reason is because it started off as an illegal site, and then there was so much traction seen in the community in general, and the what's the word? The wanting to see more anime, the demand.
The demand
for anime. And Crunchyroll had the supply. And so then Crunchyroll was able to be like, okay, well, we can actually legally obtain these IPs, and we could just charge a small subscription fee. And then that's when Crunchyroll started increasing their fan base from there. Then they added the Crunchyroll shop where you could buy
merch.
The physical copies and the merch.
I have merch from Crunchyroll. I have shirts and figures.
I have a figure that's a giant Broly.
And it was a good deal.
Yeah, $50.
And it's pretty good quality.
Yeah, for $50.
And then, so they literally started as you might get a computer, you'll definitely get a computer virus if you open this website. And now it's, you can get anything you want that is anime or manga related within the Crunchyroll IP.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it can be understated for North America. Without Crunchyroll, I
genuinely
Weebs would have found a way.
Yeah, Weebs always have found a way.
I think it wouldn't have been as popular. I really do think that Crunchyroll...
They definitely pushed it further. Like, I feel like Toonami would probably still be a huge thing if Crunchyroll didn't exist.
And that's where I would land. Instead of like a Netflix or Hulu, I think a Cartoon Network app or Toonami app.
Yeah, they would probably have a secondary channel just for anime at this point.
And I think that's what that would have pivoted into if Crunchyroll never
But see, existed. I also remember with that, like, the Sci-Fi Channel after like midnight used to exclusively show anime.
Yeah, and it was all crazy stuff like Blue Gender and
They would show a lot of just sci-fi anime. To be fair, like
Sci-Fi Channel.
yeah.
well, yeah.
It'd be weird if they were like, you know what, Nana, here you go.
That would actually be amazing. If I could have watched Nana like that young, oh damn.
Like
My life would have been different.
No, it would have been
there
the
was
same.
a lot of Gundam on the Sci-Fi Channel after midnight.
Yeah, but it was all the older Gundams. Like
Yeah, that's where I saw Mobile Suit Gundam 00.
that is not old Gundam. I can't.
No,
You just his old man brain just flipped on. He's like, I'm not that old.
my friend.
I'm not that
That's
old.
not old Gundam.
I'm not old.
My
Dude.
brother.
Don't do it.
My
It
brother.
came out last year. Don't do it. Don't do it to me, man.
That's how I feel about Iron Blooded Orphans. I'm just like, oh yeah, that just came out. Nope.
No, like 00 was old. Like when I was younger, it was not old when I was seeing it on the Sci-Fi Channel. But that's where I saw, Mobile Suit Gundam.
no.
00.
I actually had a big I'm old moment. I have them a lot now, as Rex would know, because we're getting.
I do
up there
too, and
in
the
age.
reason is I'm gonna look directly at the camera because she's gonna see this on the TikTok because you're gonna put it on the TikTok probably. I blame Sarah.
Oh, fair.
What, you feeling old?
No, she just calls me old all the time.
Ah,
Yeah.
No, I had a really old moment because I was
picking
looking-
out your new cane.
Yeah,
And me too, buddy.
No, I was browsing some deal websites, see what was going on, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they said I believe, and I could be wrong, it's either 30th or 25th. Either way, it made me feel old. They're re-releasing Cowboy Bebop on 4K Blu-ray or regular Blu-ray or something, and I saw that 25th anniversary, and I was like, "Ow, ow,
My back.
Ugh. It's same when I purchased Yu Yu Hakusho the 30th anniversary. I was like, oh no, no, don't do it to me, man.
You wanna know what my old moment was? I got really excited over like a blender the other day.
That's a different level of old.
Dude,
Ow.
okay, put it this way. I was in Best Buy.
As one is.
As one is. This is when I sent you the photo of the camera and you said, no, don't do it. And I said, it's a joke.
Yeah.
I have pictures of like prices for appliances in the Best Buy because I'm like thinking about it.
Oh yeah,
I was
you're
thinking-
stewing on it.
Yeah. Me and Rex were talking. I was thinking about getting a bread maker the other day.
Yeah, I mean, same.
So I feel like
I just don't have the counter space.
I just don't want to. Well, they're expensive. I want to get a good one.
Yeah.
But I mean, I could be into making bread.
Well,
Fresh baked bread. You know how
Dude,
good that smells?
with how much the prices of bread and
This is what
stuff
I'm
is
saying.
now, yeah, make your own.
And get some eggs. Get some chickens.
Yeah, I mean, dude.
The compound, is it happening? I was actually watching a TikTok. Speaking of that, it was about it was following a guy that does vending machines, and apparently, like canned sodas are getting so expensive that they like, what's it called? Like a personal person, it's harder and harder to be able to run your own vending machines because the profit margin is
It's
fucking
tiny.
doesn't exist. And I got real sad because I was like, dude, I can get some vending machines.
No, see, I had a moment yesterday where I felt old because usually for this podcast, I'm like, I need some caffeine to actually be peppy, to be ready for this.
Not me.
Yeah. I went hunting for monsters. I went all over the fucking world, and it was the oldest yet youngest thing that you could do, searching for monster, but I was searching for it so I could just be lively. So,
To make me feel real.
because I didn't find it, coffee. That's all I had.
I like that mug though.
Yeah.
It's a nice
It's
mug.
mug's
good.
fire.
It's good.
That was an old man thing to say. I like that mug. That's a good mug.
Hey, I mean,
It is a good mug.
it's a baller mug.
I really
Surprisingly, it's made by Avon.
We're too old for
Yeah,
an anime
yeah.
podcast, aren't we?
we are. We gotta give it up.
We got to give it. This is our last episode, fellas. It's been fun. It's been a run. Goodbye. And then it slowly fades out.
Just fades to black.
I mean, in the second to last episode, episode 90, episode 8 on YouTube, where we talk about shonen anime, I do go black and white and have subtitles for a while. Yeah.
You do specifically, like just you or like
Just
all
me.
of us?
Just me. Because you said it'd be real funny if I did that, and then I did that. So yeah.
Why did I say that?
I can't remember the exact conversation. It's been too long. But
Well, I'm sure you'll put in like a quick little like flashback, like right.
oh
now.
no, wait! I'll go flashback. This is not going to make a fuck all sense to Spotify.
No, I feel sorry for
but
our
they just saw a
audio only.
flashback of that part.
Well,
of that
I mean, but
episode.
that's fine because like we
yeah. Come check out the YouTube. If
Yeah.
exactly. If
you
you
want to
listen
get
to
my
us on
dumb
Spotify.
jokes that I do.
There's a lot of them.
Oh, a
bits.
ton. zoom into Tristan's face all the time.
Yeah, because I'm just like, all right.
Well,
Coming
that
close.
sometimes Tristan just has the look in his eye like he's looking into another universe.
It was one episode. It might have been the same episode we were just talking about. Is Tristan was fucking struggling with that mic. He hit it with his drink. He hit it on the way when he was fading us in to come into this. And I just zoomed in because your face. We don't say anything. I just went black and white, and your face was just like this.
So on that note, like when I'm like talking and then you just kind of see me like after I get done talking and you guys are talking and I'm just like,
it's tough for him too because it's a 2-shot.
Yeah.
So when you're talking, he either has to pay attention. He does not. He literally just like
I'm
goes
listening,
out.
but the problem is that because I have like ADD or ADHD or some combination of the two, that like I'm listening to everything you guys are saying. My brain,
Allegedly.
No, I am. And my brain is like a 2000s Dell. I see that Dell computer, like trying to boot up like AOL.
Hey man, at
like
least you're 2000s.
Yeah.
And I'm just like,
For the kids, AOL used to be an internet browser or an internet service. Was it a service or a browser?
service.
It was a service.
Yeah.
Instant Messenger.
They gave you like the try free for 30 days CD.
Yeah, a CD. Yeah. Okay, what CDs are?
Stop.
Your computers actually don't have disk drives anymore, so you won't fucking know.
No, you have to buy a separate one that you can plug into the USB.
Do you remember, Rex? You might be around that age. Like when DVD drives started being in computers.
Yeah.
And it was the coolest fucking thing.
I
remember
was
watching.
around
That's when
that
the
age.
pirating of anime got intense.
Yeah, man.
Because you didn't know what you were buying on eBay,
Hell
but it
yeah.
probably wasn't legal.
But you could burn anything.
Yeah.
I'll put this up on Instagram. I'll remind myself, put a note. I went on eBay, bought all of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. They were all burned discs. And they didn't even come in a case or nothing. It was those little white plastic sleeves. And it was a stack of them this big.
See, at least when I bought stuff off of eBay, it looked like it was legitimate. But I knew better when I looked at the case. I was like, these pictures are a little fuzzy.
No, so the pictures that I got, and I was so excited because I was a young kid, man. Young kid. Life in front of him, right?
How did you have access to eBay?
My grandfather used to sell stuff on eBay. There it is. So I didn't know how to work it, so I just gave him the money and he bought it. I gave him $60, and that was a lot for a child of like 10.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
You could have taken over the world with $60.
$60. But I was like, I really want to watch, and this is for streaming, you know, all this stuff. I was like, I want to watch Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Tommy was the Green Ranger.
Yes.
And I got that, and he gave me the box, and the box looked real shifty already. Even for a child, I was like, well, I don't know about this. I opened that bad boy up, white sleeves with burned disc. and
How was the quality?
In Sharpie, it just said Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
How was the quality?
Hear me out. You know, in today's standard, horrible. Do you know when, like, sometimes your internet's lagging, and then if you're watching a
It's
YouTube
pixelated
video,
as hell?
yeah, and it goes back to like, is this a NES game? Is
Yeah.
this Nintendo?
Yeah.
Yep.
Dude, I
Hell
went
yeah.
back and tried to watch Double Dragons on YouTube once.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was about the same quality. I was like,
love Double Dragon.
dude, I did as a kid,
I love
but
Double
do not
Dragon.
go back and watch it, especially people that did not grow up with it, because without the nostalgia, you're doomed. And
Are you saying Bobo's not cool?
well, it's not only that. I don't know if you realized how problematic that show was. I
could
can't
only
believe that
imagine.
was for kids.
I could only imagine.
Dude, it is so bad.
What do you think is going to be problematic when we look back now?
I can't
Half
say.
the episodes we record.
No, I was
100%.
about to say, dude, I can't say the things because if I say them right now, I'm gonna get burned off the
Oh
internet.
yeah. No, I can't wait to see how all our episodes age when we're like
Poorly.
It's gonna be so bad.
It's gonna be like
When we get to episode 1000, we'll go back and we'll do a rewatch.
It's going to, you know what episode 1000 is going to be? It's going to be like the first time that episode 1000 of One Piece came out. It's going to be like a big fucking deal.
It's gonna be a huge deal, dude. People in Japan are gonna like have banners of us. It's gonna be crazy.
It'd be great.
That would be awesome, yeah. But yeah, I was thinking about that. I was like, I wonder how our episodes are gonna age. Probably not well. I don't know. We're cool.
better than some things.
Here's the thing, and this is gonna age probably poorly too. I stand by. I think, yeah. I don't think we're good. We're not problematic people. Hopefully,
Hopefully.
Do you realize how many episodes we'd have to release for it to be?
episode 1000,
Yeah.
1100. No, fuck.
It'd be like it'd be close to 900.
910.
Yeah.
No, from here 908.
Okay. How many episodes do we release a week?
One, buddy.
How many weeks are there in a year?
52.
How many episodes is that in a year?
52
Okay.
times 4.
Divided by.
No. 52 times 4 is 208.
Oh God, math.
Oh no. 52 times 10 is 520. Oh no.
20 years later.
19 years. Rex.
If we're still recording in like 19.
We're gonna be old as fuck.
Hey man.
Yeah. How's that for you?
I'm gonna be like my mom's age.
Hey, dude, you just said old
I
as
just hit
fuck.
them. I just hit both of them with so much existential crisis.
I'm fine with it.
Well,
I mean,
I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I think I actually said this speaking to my mother, sweet lady, love her to death. We went and they opened up a new spot, so we went and ate some food for dinner. And I said I'm not even at my pinnacle yet. I feel like, you know what my good time is? 60 to 70. I'm gonna shine.
You're gonna make it that long?
Maybe, but if I do, dude. And she said, all you're going to do is like sit on your underwear in your yard and just like be weird. And I said, 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
How'd you know?
How'd you know? Get off my lawn. Oh, I'm going to be that guy.
Nah, you just need to be Dale from King of the Hill.
Oh, perfect.
Pocket
sand.
Yeah. There we go.
Oh, man. Yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait to be old. I'm excited. I can't wait.
If you
I
make it
mean,
that way.
I can wait if pain levels are going to be this bad when I'm old.
It's going to be worse.
Don't say that, bud, because right now it's agonizing. I'm going to make it through this, but we'll see.
The next thing that happens,
Yeah, no.
What is in your mouth?
I got choked.
Well, it's a bad time for me to be like, hey, bud, I heard you read some Hellsing.
I did read some Hellsing.
Yeah. You know, a vampire manga. What has happened to you? First Call of the Night, now this?
Here's the thing that happened.
It was the vampire episode.
100%
Yeah, we
it
convinced
was.
him.
We got him on board.
No, you didn't. So that's 100% what happened.
So you like Sarah's Victoria?
Sarah's Victoria.
Yeah, she's one of the main characters in Hellsing.
Which one is she?
She's the police girl.
Oh, I didn't know her name. I didn't care enough to know her name. Police girl. This is what we
That's
do.
what. Okay, that's the fucking joke, man. You can't be the.
Nah, it's just police girl. So let me get into it. So this is what happened. Is I edited that vampire episode and I was like, fuck those motherfuckers. Love them to death. Fuck them though. And I was like, okay, which one do they think highly of? Is Hellsing? And then obviously that deal with Hellsing, which we've talked about, is, you know, there was a good deal on Amazon.
Yeah.
Which I still haven't taken advantage of.
Well,
It's
it
done now.
doesn't
Well,
exist.
I know that.
So I was like, you know what? I had some Amazon credit for some problems that happened with some microphones. And I said, you know what would be cool? Let me just buy Hellsing. You know, let me give it a shot. This is the holy grail of vampire anime and manga. They have the good deluxe editions. There's 3 volumes. You know, woo,
I
let's
wouldn't
do
say
it.
Hellsing is like the best vampire manga, but it's up there. Like, it's interesting.
You're not wrong because Call of the Night is better.
Well,
I said what I said.
I mean, honestly,
I said what I fucking said.
Are you about it with Call of the Night?
I think I am.
yeah.
That's a whole other fucking, that's a longer story, but I think I am. I think I've come back around.
He's got a second win.
So wait. After I said to you, it looked like from the one episode I saw, it doesn't look very vampire. Mine is one episode of anime, and he comes in like the next day after reading 2 volumes of manga and goes, "You're wrong."
You're so wrong.
I mean,
And then you were like mad at me, and now you're on board.
what volume are you in?
I am on volume 8.
Damn, you are so far ahead.
Oh,
of me.
I'm leagues. It's because I would
I
say.
thought you were gonna just say I'm Rock Lee. I was like, okay.
No, and it's so funny because it has become like people that like listen to this podcast and like watch some stuff that I do on YouTube. Like Call of the Night has become a thing because I got a comment the other day and this dude, I wish, I'm sorry, I can't remember your name right off the top of my head, but it's a super funny comment. He said a bunch of stuff and they said, well, it's not like you know anything about Call of the Night, ... And I said, I commented back, I was like, you know. You fucking know, dude. So yeah, I Call of the Night's better than Hellsing. The problem with Hellsing, it has so many, but
It does.
It has so fucking many.
It does.
Is some of the art on those deluxe pages, buddy, do they shine? Some of the art's really fucking good. Some of the action scenes are really fucking good. The rest of the art It's not like Berserk where I'll just randomly throw a dart at a page, rip
no.
that bitch off, throw it on the wall. Art. It's not that.
No.
Art.
It is you pick and choose because some of that art is so much so that in the manga, when you read it, the creator of the manga has put little notes at the bottom like, please, if you're looking to help and become an assistant, email this address. He was struggling, and you could fucking tell. Second, and the biggest, not the biggest, but the second biggest thing that I hate, it's fucking horrible, is the fucking Nazis.
I knew it.
What the fuck? Because not only, whatever, Nazis are bad, everybody know, like, about fucking Nazis. The thing I fucking hate is I get that they have an accent. Do not replace the W's with V's to make it, get the accent right. That makes it so fucking hard to read.
Yeah. Okay, so
Wait a minute.
I've
Wait
never
a minute.
read
Pause.
the manga.
They replace.
Abso-fucking-lutely, and it is fucking horrible to read.
Oh, okay. I didn't know they did that because in the anime, obviously they did.
Obviously, they just have the accent, and I get it. But the thing about it is, through the visuals and through the story, you have already established that they are Nazis. Everyone probably knows kind of what Nazis sound like. You get what I'm saying? Like, you could kind of get there.
Yeah.
You don't have to. It's the V's and the W's.
Oh, yeah.
And they're the W's
Or replaced with V's because that's how the pronunciation is.
And there's another letter that gets replaced, and I can't think of it right off the top of my head. Either fucking way. Boy, that makes it hard for people to read.
Anyways, so what other gripes do you have with Hellsing?
That's a big one.
Okay.
Not the Catholic Church? You don't have problems with them?
Listen, that's me, and we're not going to get into my problems with the Catholic Church.
The third thing is, man, Alucard is a badass motherfucker. Man, they could do so much more with him.
They could.
And they put him to the fucking side for a
A
good
lot
chunk.
of the chunk, yep.
And I'm thinking, I'm here for Alucard. I don't give a good fucking goddamn about any of this other shit. And it is almost a whole deluxe edition of Volume 2 that motherfucker isn't there.
Volume 2 is when that happens?
Yeah.
Well, wait, so is Valentine's Brothers in Volume 1 then?
What are the Valentine's Brothers? You're going to have to help me out.
Okay, so it's whenever at the Hellsing organization, they have the bus full of vampires show up and go through their whole facility, wiping out all of their people.
That sounds real cool. I don't think I'm there yet.
That should have way already happened. That's an early thing.
Okay, maybe I'm getting close. I don't know. Right now, their plans are coming in. Like they're starting with their plan. The Germans are really getting their plans going or some shit.
Okay.
On a fucking hot air balloon or something. I don't know.
No, that's toward the end, brother.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's where I'm at.
I don't know how you missed it then, but
because there was Volume 1. I crushed.
It might have been in Volume 1.
It might have been in Volume 1. The only bad guy that like really sticks out in my mind because he sucks. Because again, it's really the V's and the W's. They really fucked me on that, dude. They really fucked me on that. Is like he is like it seems like he's the main guy. They've had a few fights together.
You're talking about the Catholic priest.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
His name is
Father
something or other.
I can't think of it off the top of my head right now.
Doesn't matter.
I literally just saw a scene. He ends up trying to I just saw the scene where him and Alucard are getting ready to fight while Alucard's singing London Bridge is falling down from the anime.
Okay, that's in the abridged.
Yeah, no. Yes, no.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Oh, wait, you've been watching Ultimate. I'm thinking of the original.
No, in Ultimate when Alucard's getting ready to fight.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's him because he has the Nail of Helen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing that happens.
I don't like Hellsing. I'm gonna finish it, and I'm
actually curious if you'd like Drifters.
I'll never go back. Look at me in the eyes.
I'll make a deal with you.
I don't want to sell them because I think they're gonna go out of print.
Yeah, I do think they're gonna go out of print.
I think Dark Horse is gonna make them go out of print. So I do want to keep them in the collection.
See, that's the one thing that I'm real concerned about now is if Trigun sucks so bad that they don't reprint them.
Fair.
Because the new Trigun, it does. It's just straight up garbage.
Straight up trash.
I don't know who they got to write this new story, but dear God,
So what you're telling me is I need to jump on those deluxe editions.
I mean, that's just a theory.
That's
I have no idea.
That's a theory. We never know when they're going to go out of print.
I just think that, like...
Better to be safe than sorry.
That's kind of how I felt about it, and I hit that deal at the right time, and I was like, fucking run it. And it would be good content for the podcast.
Obviously.
Boy, that first volume, I really thought, you know what? I'm going to go in there, man, and, like, this kind of okay. Like, hold on a minute. Wait.
Yeah, the Nazis always catch you off guard on that.
And then, boy, by the end of volume 2, I was like, and that's half the reason besides, like, my life, but, like, half the reasons of, like, volume 3 is, like, boy, man, woof, woo, it sucks.
You should watch Team 4 Stars, a bridge series of Hellsing.
Maybe.
It's so funny.
It's so great. Especially
it's so good.
Since you now know what you know.
Yeah.
It's worth watching.
Because like, and this is why, because I know if you're listening with your headphones or like watching the video, you're like, no, but you just don't understand Hellsing's so good, right? Alucard's great.
Oh, yeah.
The vampire part of it actually is not the problem.
No.
It's the Nazis.
It's every fucking thing around it.
Yeah. You're not wrong. Like,
I thought about this halfway through the second volume. I said, man, if this would have just been like kind of a more show, or you can keep like saying it and stuff like that. But if it was just Alucard, like going case by case hunting down monsters,
so
boy, that'd be fucking cool, man.
Dude, if you want something that's that, Vampire Hunter D is that, but they don't release the manga anymore. I grabbed all the ones I could.
Wow.
You can try, Pat.
No. Listen, I did my part. You remember how you feel about JoJo's? Where you're just like, I've accepted
I was just getting ready to make a deal with you regarding JoJo's,
Speaking of JoJo's.
No. We don't.
No, I'm saying recently I watched HighCard. Because
you did say that.
Yeah, which Pepper sold me on by saying it's similar to JoJo's.
See, he sold me on the fact that it's better than JoJo's.
Yeah. And we did our bet. I watched as much of Trigun as I could stomach.
That wasn't the bet.
Technically, no, the bet, if I remember correctly,
6
was,
for 6, but we're good.
Was you would watch everything that was available at the time, which at the release of this episode would be 2 weeks ago, which would be 6.
Yeah.
And he would also watch 6 of
HighCard.
I
got 2. How many did you get?
I got 5. But
looks like you have 3 more to go.
Oh.
No.
What?
I'll kill myself.
Yeah, I was about to say, I got to the point.
You made a bet.
When I realized
Are you
they're
not
saying,
a man of your word?
I am absolutely not.
No.
You heard him.
When I got to the point I did in Trigun, like, if I'm giving up on it, I can understand him. Like, they made Wolfwood a man-child.
Right.
What is that?
Yeah.
Drug-induced adult?
But I'm really interested. What do you think? Be honest with me.
I think it is really good. It takes some of the best parts of JoJo's. Like, yes, you get like kind of stand battles that way, which is great.
Yeah.
I do think it lacks the humor that JoJo's can like cultivate, though.
Oh, exactly. And that's what I meant is, and I think I even said it in the podcast. I said it's JoJo's, but they take it kind of more seriously.
More serious.
It doesn't have the absurdity of JoJo's.
Yeah, it doesn't have the absurdity, but it does have humor in a weird, more or less weird way.
Did you get to the part where he's giving that guy a tour or a
the cat?
and
yeah, he's like, I gotta go take a shit. See ya.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Well, they work undercover, and this is where the Kingsman stuff came in. Yeah. They work undercover
selling
as, like,
cars,
really high class.
Yeah, it's
cars.
like Rolls Royces.
And he's like giving this guy a test drive and stuff, and then he sees his buddy fucking roll through, and he's like, I should probably help him out.
He sees his buddy in like a high speed car chase, and he's like, they're sitting at a stoplight, and he's just like, hey, bud, I gotta go take a shit. Can you wait? And he's like, yeah, okay.
And then he never came back.
He never came back. It, like, at the end of the episode, pans back to that guy still sitting at the same stoplight, being like, God, I hope he's okay. Did he shit out his organs?
Yeah. I don't know.
I've been there. I genuinely, that's a genuine concern to have for someone.
It is. It is.
That was me yesterday, as a matter of fact.
But yeah, so you like it?
I think it's really good. I'm not a huge fan of all of the characters yet. I will say, what was the guy? Something the money.
Like Never Enough Money?
Yeah, Never Enough Money or whatever.
Or that guy, the one that can touch something and it turns into the
slap it into a Band-Aid.
Yeah,
to get there, and
that guy, honestly, he is one of the few, if the only, like, male tsundere character I've ever seen work well.
Yep,
like
he's really cool.
Only for him, I will say, like, that show has done something 100% right.
Yep. I really like the main
character. The main character's really interesting. So is the immortal guy.
Yeah, like, high calorie. What's his name?
Calorie?
That's his stand.
Yeah, I was about to say, the only name that I remember it because it didn't make any sense is Wendy, because literally, okay, obviously she's like the most Japanese person.
Yeah.
Wendy.
Well, Peppers did say
I love the names.
that the names were very simple.
Because I think it's Finn.
Yeah,
Finn
it is.
and Ken or
No,
Matt
it starts with an A, I think. No, I could be
No,
wrong.
I don't know, but their names are very even though I can't think of them right this second, but they are very.
Yeah, they're super simple American names, and it's real weird to see
it is a little.
this girl that was raised in a dojo being like, "Hey, Wendy."
Hello.
I actually hope that they kind of have a reason for that, and there's like a story purpose for it. For her specifically, she does have a story that.
Oh yeah, she definitely
has
does.
a backstory that you know a little, because I'm guessing if you've gotten to
Yeah,
the dojo
yeah,
part,
I've seen-
you've gotten to the ace.
Yes.
So what do you think of? Do you like the power scaling that they're doing with that?
Okay, so the power scaling's interesting. When you said she completely transforms, I was expecting more than just her bust size to transform.
She completely transforms.
yeah, she completely transforms.
My boy.
You didn't tell me this.
I was gonna let that surprise you.
You can't do that, my friend. My boy. My boy.
Yeah, you have
you
to
gotta
sink-
hit me with the etchy early
Yeah,
on.
you gotta sink the hook into her.
But she is a demon. When she
Yeah,
I
she-
tell you what.
She's a demon, all right.
Yeah. Oh, she a demon. I don't know. It's one of those, and we actually talked before we started recording this. Is I'm not sitting here being like it's a great, like one of the great.
It's not like
of
the
seasons.
It's not an anime that you're like, oh my god, I'm on the edge of my seat waiting for the
Right.
next episode.
But sometimes, because of the way anime has been recently in the last few seasons, it's kind of nice to have that one show where you're like, I don't expect it to be like
The best, but
I
it's
can't wait.
consistent.
Yeah, it feels consistent.
Is it Monster of the Week?
No, not really. Because there's a big plot in the background.
There is a plot, but I could absolutely see if it becomes like popular, where it could easily be like hunting down card, jack of spades, jack of clubs, whatever.
I'm
The
really-
Jokers.
I really wish they'd make some anime references with it, since it's like card hunting, because if they did like a card captor Sakura thing, I would die
a
laughing.
Yu-Gi-Oh be like,
Oh god.
he has the Exodia card. No.
I mean,
Kind of.
honestly, yeah, kind of.
Have you gotten to the heist episode yet? You might be right at it.
Don't think so.
No, you would know. It's a giant heist episode.
Yeah, no.
Where they're trying to
I
take
think
a
that's
card.
literally the next episode.
Yeah, because that's when you meet, I think, what's going to be the big bad of the guy. And he's the one that turns that guy that just, like, he touches him and then his head, like, he
Slowly
he
rotates
breaks
until
Oh
it
it.
pops
shit!
off.
That
That's the
I
next
forgot
one.
that's a thing that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Dude, some of the murders and stuff in this have been intense.
What did you think of, and then we can move on, but I just,
The Marble Man.
the Marble Man.
Dude, the Marble Man was a baller. Literally.
Literally.
Like-
Like, he was taking people's fucking
also,
arms. And,
the dude that had the luck or whatever,
yeah.
that was crazy as shit. The moment he loses the card, immediately dies by like falling backwards.
Oh, my God.
Dude,
that first episode's pretty
Yeah,
solid.
that first episode is solid as hell. Like,
It's a
I will say it's a
solid first-
little confusing at first because, there's like the big castle raid.
Yeah.
And you're like, what the fuck's going on?
Literally, the first 5 minutes
It's set up.
I wish they kind of would have opened with him standing and like scanning everything of how to take the watch. You know how we're introduced.
Oh,
to the main
yeah.
character,
I
and
do
he's-
wish they would have
They
started
should've
with that
started
and then
with
had
that.
like a backstory of where these cards came from.
Because that first 5 minutes, you're like, who the fuck are
Yeah,
these people? What
that
the fuck's
first 5
going
minutes
on?
is going to turn off a lot of people.
Yeah, but if they would have started with him trying to figure out how to steal this guy's watch and the way he goes about
Oh,
it,
yeah.
while also saving like the dog and every.
It was very Cowboy Bebop like.
I wish I would have brought that up in this episode, and I'm glad I can bring it up now. Doesn't it give you Cowboy Bebop like music vibes?
A little bit.
It's-
Not as strong.
Smooth jazz.
Yeah.
It's got some blues and
Yeah,
and
it's not
jazz.
nearly as like prevalent as it
Iconic,
was. Yeah, it's not as iconic, but
obviously.
it is good.
Yeah,
Like,
I think
it's a
their
nice
music-
touch.
What do you think of the opening ending? And then we can.
The opening's real good, but I can't really even say it's real good compared to some things. If you guys again need to watch Banana Fish. The fucking opening
Fair,
for that is
fair,
pretty damn good.
fair. That ending when they're sitting in the car.
Oh yeah, it is.
I think
good.
that's cool because
It
like
is.
I've done that with friends where like a song's coming on and
Yeah.
then you're like rocking out and then you're just sitting back like, well, we just had a mini concert. In the
Yeah,
back of here.
everyone's done that. Anyways, speaking of like old anime that's coming
Right.
back, other than HighCard is a nice little normal anime to
right,
watch.
Right. It has a little throwback
Yeah,
to Cowboy and
it-
Cowboy Bebop.
It has
stuff.
throwbacks to a lot of things,
Absolutely,
honestly.
absolutely.
Like, but with some older anime coming back, Trigun being an example of a bad way for it to come back.
Sure.
If we're gonna see more that's just based on an original story, how do you think they could fix that? Because with Trigun, I feel like they tried to again follow Vash, but because of the direction they're taking, it's just ending up like shit. I think it would have been more interesting if we saw them like follow the villains instead, and Vash just end up being the guy that comes around and fucks their shit.
And it's funny you phrase it like that because it would be an interesting thought. And My Hero's done it, where they had the villain, my villain.
Yeah, I just feel like
Villain Academia, where it follows Shigaraki and them.
And like this is not gonna be the same, but Baruto followed his son, right?
Yeah.
I'm surprised if a IP is big enough that we have not seen some go off like that and follow villains. Think about this as like, even if it's not a whole show, as part of a season, kind of like My Hero did it. I think some animes have strong enough villains that you could do that.
I mean, I could definitely see like how.
Yeah.
What anime do you think? Well, the only anime I could think of offhand that I'd be like, I'd follow those villains into the grave is Hunter x Hunter.
You know, honestly,
The Phantom Troop, I'd follow them.
I'm gonna be honest.
You know who would not think that?
That would be Peppers.
Well, you haven't even gotten to him yet.
So, like,
the day you get to Lucifer, you're going to be like, oh, a king has arrived.
Hear me out. So we get a Madara side story for Naruto. It follows Madara's exploits up until.
I mean, that's a possibility because of the voting contest.
Yeah, did we ever get the results of that voting?
I have not seen it.
Yeah, I haven't.
Like Naruto would have a good, like that has but that's got so many well-written villains in it that like it has an opportunity to follow a villain.
What happened to Orochimaru after the
he basically
Ninja War?
He basically kind of turned over a new leaf, kind of became good, still experimented on people, and then became friends with Naruto.
He seems like the most random character after. I've literally seen scenes of him just like running through ramen shops and stuff. I'm like, what is this?
What happened to you?
Yeah, what happened?
Who
You
hurt
used to be so cool.
It's the same that we got. It's the Frieza of it all.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I guess so.
An honorary Z Warrior now.
Yeah, I could never forgive someone that's hurt my friends, though.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
Vegeta? You never hurt my friends, right?
Vegeta would never. Not him.
Piccolo? Nah. Literally every villain. Tien Shinhan?
Yeah, Goku's the worst.
Yamcha!
Goku's the worst of being like, we can wish him back, but he's strong. We can wish him back, fuck it. He's strong, though. We have to keep him around. I
have to spar with somebody. Krillin, you're not going to take these fists anymore.
He literally wished back the villain that almost beat all of them as much as he could with Boo.
Yeah.
Just being like, no, but he's strong.
Yeah. He was like, yeah, but
I
make
know
him
he
a
ate
kind
my
soul.
wife. He ate my wife and kids. You know what I mean? Not sexually.
And that's
I'm pulling in your leash again. That's enough of that.
But yeah, he wished back this guy that fucking destroyed the hyperbolic time chamber, did everything. He's like, he's strong.
God.
He didn't technically wish him back. He just was like, I hope you come back as a good guy.
Also, technically, he did not destroy the hyperbolic time chamber. Gotenks did that shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
To
He was
get
like-
out, because he destroyed the door.
Well, no. He destroyed it to keep him in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah, Gotenks destroyed the door to trap him in the... Well, actually, technically, I think Piccolo did it.
Yeah, but Boo yelled his way out of it.
Yeah. And then Gotenks folled suit.
Yeah. He was like, fuck it, if he can do it.
If he can yell that loud, I
So
definitely
can
can. I got
we.
lungs of a god.
I don't know, but I'm surprised that we don't see more villain side stories.
Well, yeah, it's just... I feel
especially
like
in shonen anime.
I
An
feel like if-
Aizen arc would have been pretty dope.
that would have been interesting. But I just feel like if we're going to go back and redo old anime and rewrite like brand new stories, you might as well, instead of doing that, take the original story and turn it on its head and have you follow the villains.
Yeah, I think
If it actually had a strong villain, like, I don't know too many you could do it with. Monster would probably be interesting. But then again, I don't think you could. I feel like Monster's perfect as is. I went back and started watching that and it holds up. Like, if you're looking for something that has like the most beautiful, perfect animation and like Death Note levels of anime. No, you're not gonna get that. You're gonna have characters with their overly exaggerated noses and stuff, kind of like
Yeah.
One Piece, but is amazing.
I mean, I've heard nothing but great things about the anime of Monster
I mean-
and the manga of Monster. I love Urasawa.
I think the manga's better.
Guess
but-
what series I have not read from Urasawa?
Monster?
That would be it.
Oh, well, neat.
I have them. I have the ability.
You have the power.
He just doesn't have the time.
I just don't have time. Listen,
Understand.
I had to read Hellsing.
Yeah. He
Woo!
did it for the boys.
I did it for you guys.
Yeah, but that was 3 like deluxe edition volumes of manga. You could knock that out in like
Less than 2,000 pages.
yeah, you could knock that out in a week.
Yeah, I could.
Yeah, but when work is devouring your soul.
that and when that story, when you're not loving it.
Listen,
it's
I
hard to
understand
crush.
work devouring your soul.
Yeah, I was about to say, now when you get a story on the level of Vinland Saga,
Yeah.
you can crush through it.
Or Black Clover, volume like 20 something.
Proud of you, buddy.
Nice.
I've been
You're on
cruising.
board.
I've
Did
been
you
cruising.
finish all of Haikyuu?
No.
Yeah, I didn't figure.
I went to Black Clover, and that's the problem that happened.
And he never looked back.
I didn't. I got to like volume 6 of Haikyuu, and I was like, "Yay!"
I mean, it is really
And then
good.
I got, it's awesome. I plan to do it.
A villain arc, but it's the Spade Kingdom trio.
Ooh, my boy, that sounds pretty good. Yeah, no, I was gonna do all of Haikyuu, and then I got all of Black Clover. And here's the thing, I don't know when that anime is coming back. Haikyuu,
The movie's coming back soon.
you know, they're doing a movie to finish it off, I think.
Yeah, probably part 1 of 6. Who knows?
Yeah, who the fuck knows? But I already have my next big series lined up that I'm gonna read through. So,
What is it?
Oh.
One Punch Man.
Oh.
Did you give up on Berserk?
Well, you know about Berserk is different. The Berserk is
Berserk's not something
That's
I
less
could.
a series you read, and that's just more like you're in there.
Well,
I don't think I could binge read Berserk. That's
I
the
can
thing.
binge read Berserk through the Golden Age. The moment that you get out of the Golden Age, I can no longer binge read it. Like at that point, you're in depression arc.
I don't think I could binge read it anyways because like there's just something about like all the detail in every page, especially.
I mean, I don't read it fast, but
I will tell you too, and this actually does hinder me, is it's hard for me to binge read deluxe editions.
well, also
so
you do
uncomfortable.
it while you're like laying
Laying in
down.
bed.
Yeah,
Yes.
no, I sit
In my safe zone.
Nah, I sit on my couch and lean it back and just.
It's hard. I figured out how to do it right because I put on a little weight. I set the Hellsing on my stomach, and I scrolled through the pages.
The manga shelf, as they call it.
That's what I call this, my manga shelf, and I just set it right there, and I said, perfect.
This is wonderful. This is beautiful. See, I've always read. I actually read the one-hand method with like the smaller volume, so I'll like actually be in my chair like one-handed like that way.
Nah, I'm too concerned about
Savage.
creasing it.
No, because
I'm not even concerned about that. I was given these 2 hands in life. I'm gonna use them.
Okay, you watched Evolution the movie. I got you.
9 times out of 10,
Classic.
the
found
manga
the
is
VHS
never
of that.
open.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's never open like this. It's always like a 90. So like I'll hold and then I'll flip and then I'll flip the page and then I'll hold and then I'll flip and then I'll flip the page.
I do this.
See, I can't.
That, and then I go, whoop.
I was about to say I can't currently
whoop.
hold something like that.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Just depends on what I'm reading. If I'm reading a novel, it's whoop. Or
It's
no,
whoop.
It's whoop. And then if I'm reading manga, it's whoop. I think that's right. Seems right.
I don't know, man. I can't do any kind of spatial reasoning right now.
Hey guys, you know
It's
what's
so weird.
I didn't have enough coffee this
yeah,
morning.
like I can't,
The
when
one
I'm
cup-
holding something,
But he doesn't have anything in his hand, so like he's
I-
trying to use his imagination, and you can't.
I can't do it.
yeah,
Man.
we're not children. We don't have it anymore.
I think I'm gonna read a light novel too.
Which
Which one?
Jujutsu Kaisen.
There's a light novel.
Yeah, I picked it up the other day at Target.
I'm surprised you'd pick that.
Summer of Ashes. That's what it's called.
Sounds badass.
yeah, it is. It's very thin. So
Oh, okay. I see why you got it then.
yeah, I was like, I'll give these light novels. I'm thinking about getting into light novels.
That's
did
a
you just
mistake.
did you collect all the manga you wanted at the present time? So then you were like, you know what? You know what?
I don't want to say why because Rex is gonna make fun of me, Tristan. I don't feel.
I think you need to say why. I think I need to know. I think they need to know.
Yeah.
It is their right.
I guess I want to read Classroom of the Elite.
I knew that was going to be why. Fucking knew that was going to be why. You know, I still haven't finished season 2.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, it's like, it's okay.
Hello. Hi. Yeah. So that's why.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
I can appreciate that.
See, if you said you were going to read Bakemonogatari, I'd be like, okay, I can get behind you on that.
Nope. I want the smut.
Even though I've heard well, dude, Bakemonogatari. Anyways.
Fair.
I've heard Bakemonogatari, as far as the English translations, don't really completely translate well, though, because a lot of Japanese is...
Sure. It's tough.
Yeah.
Sorry. This just popped in my head, and I just want to say it, and then we can start wrapping up and stuff. Apparently, there is a manga series. Cannot think of the name, but the premise of it is it's a crossword, and there's some type of powers with the crossword, right? It doesn't matter. It is so tough to translate. The translator into English quit.
Oh my gods.
They're not translating anymore. They quit.
They were like, nah.
And it got me thinking, is there going to be a time where something is so tough to translate? Because you know how, especially in English, we have kind of terms and stuff that's hard to translate. Apparently, English is very hard to learn because we have so many.
Well, it's more of we have words that we'll use for multiple different reasons.
Right.
Like the amount of ways you can use the word fuck is a problem.
It's a fucking awesome problem to fucking have, though. Let me fucking tell you right fucking now.
That's the best word in the English language.
Fucking yes.
That's Stan Lee has said that. There's an interview with Stan Lee, and he's like, dude,
fucking right.
Fuck is the best word, and it's got so many uses.
I mean, same thing with anything though. Shit again is a bad thing, but also
could be a good thing. Be
yeah,
shit, that's awesome.
That's the shit right there.
That's the fucking shit.
Yeah, English language is it's a fucked up language.
But it got me thinking.
Well, it's because English is actually 4 different languages standing on each other's shoulders wearing a trench coat.
That makes sense, actually.
Honestly, 100%. But yeah, it got me thinking of is there going to come a time? Because if we have that, obviously other languages are going to have that. The translation, is there going to be a time, and apparently it's now, where the translation is going to be so tough for somebody that they're going to be like, I can't do it.
I'm out.
Physically can't do it.
They're just like, you know what? Fuck this.
Yeah,
and they leave.
Fuck it, I'm out. And then I was like, well, good thing I got that Rosetta Stone 4 years ago that I never used.
The pay is shit for this. I'm leaving.
But yeah, it got me super interested. So I did want to, I don't know all the details, so definitely look it up if you're interested. But yeah, apparently it's a crossword type manga. It was so tough to translate. The translator said, I'm done.
And if you guys figure out what this anime or manga is, manga, right? Correct.
It is a manga.
If you guys figure out what this manga is, you can head on over to AnimeUnraveled Pod on Instagram, and you can comment down below on any of the posts, or you can shoot us a DM, let us know what we're looking for.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's one way of doing it. Or you can hit us up on YouTube, leave a comment below, like and follow.
Subscribe.
Dang it! I always say follow.
I have so many questions, Rex, because here's the thing. I love you to death. Just remember this. But you watch so much fucking YouTube.
I don't, though. I put it on in the background.
But you still watch it.
No, my eyes are on other things.
Your ears aren't. I literally put a giant button every time he does this at the end of the episode. A giant button that says subscribe, and then the arrow comes and clicks it. This man.
You want to try that again?
No, leave it. We're leaving it.
That's it. But you can also go down and comment on the video.
He already said that.
No, we didn't.
I already did.
He just said you can like and follow.
I started off with the comment.
We will cut
that's
that.
true. That's true.
But if you don't want to like and subscribe on the YouTube channel or like and follow on the Instagram, I do see where you can be.
Yeah, I used to do the Instagram.
There it is. You can hang out on the TikTok with the kids. It's AnimeUnraveled Pod on
so old when he does
on the TikTok. It's very fun. We're good in short bursts. It's little clips. I try to upload one every day. So if you haven't checked out the TikTok, go over there. Check out the Tick and the Talk on the AnimeUnraveled Pod.
Guys, fellas, it is the end of the episode. It is my favorite part of the episode. It is the part of the episode where I tell you guys to please make sure to leave a review, like and subscribe. It really helps us out, really gets our name out there. YouTube, if you're there, hit that little bell button so you can get notified when we release videos. We are also going to be working on our own shorts and stuff that we will be posting to YouTube. Spotify, if you're listening to us there, please head on over to YouTube. Just put in that search bar, Anime Unraveled Pod, and you should be able to see us and our faces, Rex's setup, so on and so forth. Yep. Make sure to tell your local Arby's employees. They have a right to know.
Yeah, they do have a right to know. Anime Unraveled Pod.
Also, scream at your friends and family from the rooftop of the highest building. Please don't fall.
Don't fall.
I was going to say, if you don't want to see your faces.
Yeah, Spotify.
Yeah.
Spotify. You don't have
can
to
just listen to us.
You don't have to look at us.
Yeah.
You don't even have to look at us.
We could look like anything. We could just show up in our pajamas. Should we do a sleepover episode, fellas?
Sleepover
Yeah,
episode?
like I get a little sleeping bag and like I can set up little GoPros. I got to get some GoPros. But I'll set up little GoPros and we'll get in our little sleeping bag and we'll be like, it'll be like we're saying a nighttime story to each other. That'd be fun.
we just going to come in close?
Yeah, that's what we're coming in close for.
We're coming in close for the
nighttime story?
I mean, yeah, well, the thing about it is we're not going to share sleeping bags. That's the problem. Like, we're definitely not going to share sleeping bags. That's weird. Okay.
Is it weird?
I mean, yeah.
Are we just going to warmer ways in?
Yeah, we're going to like worm into a little sleeping bag. Dear God, Tristan, hit the button. I have rambled on about these fuck